Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today I'm going to show you how to place the plant that you want to propagate in Leca. Now here you can see I've used a transparent glass container because, as I said, it's much easier to notice your plant growth in a transparent container. But again, it completely depends upon you, whichever you want to use, but I would always suggest to go with the transparent one. Now I have some dry leca in this. There's no water added because I'm going to show you how to add the water. Over here I have one of my philodendron maxicum, I think. I'm not very sure. I'll put the name on the screen. So this is my philodendron. I have cut it just below the node. You can see this is the node. It has some roots growing. So now I'm going to take the plant. It's pretty simple. Just take the plant and I will take out a little bit more of the leca so that the plant can sit. Now you can see I will just plant it like this, and I'm going to add some leca over it so that the plant is secured. Now for me it's little difficult over here because it's been very windy. So you can keep it in a place where there is not much wind. It is going to work out really well. So I usually tend to put a good amount of leca around it so that the plant is secured inside the leca. Now we are done. As you can see, the plant is inside the leca. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water. You can see it's completely dry. Now I will add, as I said, it has to be almost 1/4 so that the node is, and here you can see it's much visible right now because you can see the leca is dry. That's why it's lighter in color. And here is our water level. So this is the water level that I'm going to maintain at all period of time. If you want, you can even mark so that you know where exactly the water level has to be. But as and when you get experience, it's going to become much easy. But initially, if you are very confused, always draw a line so that you know where exactly the water has to be. So now the water is up till here. I'm going to leave it as it is. Very soon all the leca will absorb the water. In case if I feel that the level is reducing, I will go ahead and add a little bit more water from above like this, in case if the water level gets over. Now you can see it's pretty much done. Now the plant is going to be in this for some time until it starts to root. Once it starts to root, I will be able to see. That is the reason why we have used a transparent container, so it becomes much easier for us to notice when the roots appear. Now the water is little bit more, as you can see over here, but very soon the leca is going to absorb because the leca is dry, and then the water level will go down. So that's all about it. It's now all we have to do is just have patience and wait for the roots to appear. Again, it depends on your environment, on your climate, how soon the roots will appear. There is no definite time frame for this, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Currently there is too much of wind in my area, so I am keeping it in a place where there is not much wind, because as we all know, the roots are not present. The plant can easily come out with strong breeze. Leca does not make the root ball compact. It's has a lot of space in between, due to which the roots also tend to grow faster. So that's why we have to be very careful. Do not keep in a place where there is a lot of wind, otherwise the plant will come out because it does not have roots to hold on or to anchor itself. Another thing, do not keep this in direct sunlight. It has to be in indirect bright light, because remember, if you're going to expose this to direct sunlight, the glass will get heated and the water will get warm, which will harm the roots. So ensure that you keep it in a place where it receives a good amount of indirect bright light, and then the plant is going to do quite well. And again, once in 4 days, 5 days, if the water level goes off, you can add in a little bit more water. If the water is still present, it's always better to clean the water. So the water that you can use in this is either distilled water, drinking water, RO water, whichever water is available. I would suggest avoid using direct tap water because it contains a lot of minerals, a lot of chlorine. If you do not want to use distilled water, RO water or drinking water, you can even let your tap water sit in a bucket for 24 hours and then you can use that water in this, because by then all the minerals will be dissolved and you can just take that water, old water, and then use it for your leca balls. I'm not saying that the tap water is bad. You can even use direct tap water, but distilled RO or drinking water is much better, especially when the plant is just about to put out roots. So anyone, you can do that. You can even use this old water as well, whichever you're comfortable with. Hi guys, so here is the update video of the philodendron that I had put in the water for propagation. So we are going to check how well it has rooted. So here you go. As you can see, this is how they tend to grow. You can see it's completely attached onto this one piece of leca, and you can see the amount of roots that are growing. So this is how you can propagate your cuttings like this. Now what I'm going to do is I will be waiting for some more time before I add it into the soil, because the roots are still very small. So I'm basically going to put it back into the leca. I will wait for the roots to reach another few centimeters before I move it into the soil. So this is how the propagation tends to look like. You can see how well they are stuck to the leca, and they have been absorbing that water. The roots are also very healthy, and I have been changing the water every 4 to 5 days, and this is how the growth is. Now I haven't added any fertilizers, or haven't added any liquid fertilizers to leca. It was just a normal thing, because ideally for propagation I don't use any fertilizers. It just tends to grow normally. So this is how they tend to look like. I'll just leave it as it is. I'm not going to take it out. So guys, this was how you can successfully propagate your plants in leca. You can see there is still a lot of water in it. So I will add that remaining portion of leca. I will have to push it a little bit more deeper, so I'll do that afterwards. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.